How you doing? This is Coach Dixon, and I'm going to talk to you about some defenses. The first defense we're going to go over is the 4-2-5. It's a pretty nice defense for people who likes to use it. When I first started understanding the 4-2-5, TCU was using it, and I was like, hey, that's a pretty good defense. So I was watching them. I think they was playing in the Rose Bowl when I first seen them start using the 4-2-5. So it's been around for about 15 years or so. What the 4-2-5 does, it's basically a run-stopping defense that can guard the pass, that can kind of match up a little bit with 3-by-1, 2-by-2 formations. It can also be good against the jet sweeps. All right? So the first thing we're going to do is get into the 4-2-5. 4-2-5. 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and 5 defensive backs. All right. The basics of it is, let's say you got a nose, a tackle, a DN, okay, 2 linebackers, Mike, Willie, all right? And with these 4 people, what they're trying to do is, let me throw a kind of offense up in here. Get him out, son. DN, get him nose right here. Play that one right here. Get a 2. Get him out on the edge right here. Okay, Mike and Willie. All right. It want to control these gaps. Okay? It wants to play like, you might use a 1 technique, 2 technique, could be a 3, could be a shade of a 3, shade, could it be all the way? That's how you line them up off of here. These are, remember, holes or gaps, however you want to call them now. When you have a 1 technique, a 3 technique, and 2 5 techniques, okay? You have a Mike and Willie linebacker. There's a lot of things that you could do. You could run over fronts or under front, okay? Toward the tight end side and away from the tight end side. And it's lots of good different, it says a back in the backfield. You want to try to keep 5 to 6 people in the box at all times, because if you don't, the defense is susceptible to a lot of quarterback counters and quarterback powers. Okay? So we're looking at the front 4 right now and the middle linebackers. All right. This says you can run all kinds of stunts and gap plays and everything. Well, most of the time, what you're trying to do, trying to hit that A gap right there. You can hit that A gap. You can come in off the B or the C straight. You can come in around. He's a force player, right? He can take the force player. He can come in this gap. Okay? A lot of different things that you can do. With this, because what you want to do, you want to stop all this cutbacks coming across from that running back. You want to fill those gaps. So if somebody's running here and they're trying to cut back, you want to cut that down. So they can't bounce and go straight up here. They have to try to bounce out. And that's when you'll get them. Because you want to have what they call gap integrity. You want to take away the other team be able to move you out of them gaps or holes, however you want to call it nowadays. Okay, so different types of stunts and everything that you can run them through. You can run through a slant here. You can come through here. You can come through here, right here. You can come back here, take it away there. You can come right there. Do that. He can come this one, and he can come all the way around here. He can loop around. See that? Gap integrity. It depends on how you want to use your defense to take away what that offense is trying to do. Because some of the offenses, when they come up to the 4-2-5, they want to double team. They say the tackle's right here. They want to double team here. They want to move him here, move him here. Move him here, then they want to get the tackle right here. They want to push him back here. Want to move, block him, double team him right here. Try to get this guy. Man-on-man blocking here. They're going to read off of him. They can use him to read. And he can come right in here also. Looking for that safety. Because they want to try to read this guy right here. Quarterback, he steps in. He comes here. He's reading this guy. He'll go here. Or quarterback can take it here. It depends. But now, if your defensive end, he needs to try to break this down. He needs to get on this outside shoulder and try to push this guy in. Keeping his outside shoulder out. Keeping his hand, he needs to get on him, push him in, come down on him, keeping this leverage on this outside arm so you can't get to that arm. Okay? And so he's trying to use it here, and he's going to either stick that leg and cut it up or try to bounce it even out here, but he's reading that defensive end. Defensive end comes down or comes through like that. If he comes at the quarterback, he's going to hand the ball off right here. If he comes down, he's going to bounce it and try to come out here. Okay? That's why we have the different, that's why you have the different slants of your defense. Because that's mainly what they're trying to get to your linebackers. Okay? You're trying to get to your linebackers. And try to get to them linebackers. So that's why I say when you see stuff like that, you can have him loop here. He can come here. He can come all the way here. He can come here. He can come back in here. He can take the A gap like this. He can take that man's spot right there. This is called scraping. That linebacker can scrape because he wants to feel the A gap. He wants to still, you have an A gap, a B gap, a C, and a D. Everything is plugged. You don't want to leave none of them gaps open when you're running a 4-2-5. Okay? Nose. Tackle. In. Okay, middle linebacker. Willie. Okay. Now let's add the left safety, the right safety. Okay? So just say we put a tight end down here now. And we use a receiver here and a receiver here. They got a tight. Now what you can do, you can replace over that tight end. Okay? You can bring the strong safety, you can bring the left safety right there, and you can bring defensive end out here. Okay? Now when you do that, you got to take care of these gaps right here. Now, the way you're going to do that is this is the tight end on the 4-2-5, and you plant it like this. If he blocks down, right there, he's going to come. Because that's who's guarding him. If he blocks down, then releases up the seam, he has to fight that, and he has to go with it. Then his job is to be that edge rusher. When you have a tight end and you set it up like this, it's best to come here into that gap, shoot the mic here, shoot him here, here, right there. You get a gap, you got to get into that gap. They got two removed over here. Two removed. Okay? All right, now we add in the defensive backs. Tackle, where you bring your nose away from the, you playing your 3 technique closer to the tight end. And your right safety. Or he can be called anything you want. Your spur, a nickel, monster, rover. These guys right here are probably some type of hybrid type of linebackers. There could be a mix between linebackers and strong safeties. They have speed, and they are not afraid to come up to tackle you, and they can hold a block. Okay? Now, when you see this, then you got your cornerback. You got your strong safety, free safety. So they're running the 2 back. Okay? You got your 4, your 2, and your 5. Okay? Now, depends on how close they are out here. If they're wide, about 7 yards apart. If they're about 7 yards apart, you want to put your down safety, your right safety in between them. Okay? Here's the tight end. If he's out wide, about 7 yards apart, unless you want to on this side, you can put your left safety straight up over this tight end. Okay? And if they like that, you can bring your cornerback up. Okay? Because you got a safety over top of him. Now, on this other side, you can play different coverages here. Okay? You can play cover 2 over here. You can play quarters in the back, cover 4, cover 2. You can even play a cover 3. You can play a 2-man read, cover 2. You can even run sky and cloud. Okay? Just say we're going to do 2 read. Let's say off of this side first, the split. Okay? What they're doing, since he's here, by lining up here, that's telling me that I have inside coverage from him because I'm lining to the outside. So I got help in here. That's why I'm playing to the outside of him. I have help in there. And so just say the safety and the cornerback is going to read the second man right there. That's the second. That's why it's called true read. This would be considered the third. This is the first. The second. This is the first. That's the second guy. And this would be like the third on this side. Okay. Now, we're reading him. And I say, let's say we playing 2 read sky. He would come up. He's the sky. He's coming up. And he's going back. Okay. He has contained to the flats. Also, he got the flats. Okay. He got that. In case this man is come out this backfield, he got him. If this guy takes and then a dig across the middle, he has him. And he is not going to let this guy run straight off in there. Like he's going to bump him. That Willie linebacker is going to bump this guy. Because he's not worried about the running back off of this read because we already have a right safety already out there into the flat area. Okay? And I got deep in case he runs, let's say he runs a hook to curl right there. He has him. He has this man, unless he's going real short. If he's going real short, don't worry about him. You get your eyes back on number 1. If this guy is going short, he's taking a short route, he's doing a shallow cross, don't worry about him. These people have to worry about him. You get your eyes back to 1. He has the flat, so you can come down here and try to rob the curl. Okay? You rob that curl. Unless he's trying to do a post, he comes out and he's doing a post right here. This guy going up under, you rob the post. He's going on top of that post, and you rob it underneath. Then you would be considered a robber, playing the robber technique, because that's what you want to do. You have all this taken care of out here. You have all that taken care of out there. You have all that taken care of. Cornerback, right safety, free safety. Okay? Now, and on this side, if this tight end comes out to do an out route, okay, you still can play cover 2 on this side. If he's going out, just say he's going a curl, just like that. He give him he's looking at this guy. Out, out, out. He hollering out, out, out call. Out, out, out. That means he's going to take him and he's going to take this guy. Because he's going out into the flat, and if it's a cover 2, the cornerback has the flat. So if he's moving to the out, the left safety or the right safety just have to give him an out, out, out call. Out, out, out. He's going to pick up the out. He's going to pick up the in. Okay. Let's put the cornerback back here, and let's put the right or left safety back over the tight end. Okay. Now, and how you can play sky or cloud over this side. If he goes here, he bails. If he's running straight, right there, he's bailing back. He's going here, out. And if it's playing sky, he's coming in, he's bailing. So he got his eyes on him. He's taking the underneath person right here. He's coming with him. He's going to hit him, and he's going to get him too. Right there, to the flat. So this is a traditional cover 2 on this side. He's just playing an inverted sky or cloud. Okay? That's basically how you can play a 4-2-5.